All right, we now have our latest Tears in My Eyes story from Infowars conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. And I want to play a couple of different things for you. One, this is very short, but it's just to set the stage of where Alex Jones currently is in his sort of public discourse and dialogue. Alex Jones said yesterday that Kari Lake is really the governor of Arizona. Now, this is not something that there is debate. You know, when I was on with Lex Friedman a couple weeks ago, he said this thing about how, you know, isn't everything sort of an opinion at this point? And I said, no, it's really not. It is not up for debate whether Kari Lake is the governor of Arizona. Katie Hobbs received more votes in November of 2022 in that race. Katie Hobbs was inaugurated as the governor of Arizona, and Katie Hobbs is the governor of Arizona. It's not a matter of opinion. But listen to Alex Jones. You can always trust him to tell you the truth, right?
We have to continue to expose what's happening. We have to get integrity in elections. There's total fraud. Arizona's the perfect example. Kari Lake's an incredible champion of freedom there. She's obviously really the governor. You know, the person that ran the election, I believe, stole the election from her.
She's obviously really the governor. There is no way in which Kari Lake is really the governor. And what I think is really important about these sorts of clips is when people write to me and they say, you know, Alex Jones was right about this, Alex Jones was right about that, he's the only one you can really trust. These exact sorts of declarations, they say them so confidently with the total, sometimes it's arrogance and sometimes it's condescension. Kari Lake is obviously really the governor. How do you not know that, you moron? There is no way in which Kari Lake is the governor. Now let's move on to the Tears in My Eyes story. Alex Jones now says when he goes to liberal areas in Austin, Texas, which he admits it's where the good restaurants are. And listen, that's true. That's true. The good restaurants in Austin are absolutely in the liberal areas. He says everybody comes up to him now and says, we were wrong. You were right about everything. This is sort of like they came up to me with tears in their eyes and said, sir, you've been treated so unfairly. Here's Alex Jones' version of that story.
With the pain of being prominent, not having privacy, you actually get a real gauge. I go to the most liberal areas of Austin now that I avoided for years, has some of the best restaurants without even security now.
Wow.
And literally, I go in a restaurant and almost everyone comes over and says, we're sorry, we were wrong. We know the government's evil. We know the country's been hijacked. I just took my wife out to dinner with some friends last Thursday. Almost everybody in the restaurant came over, an Italian restaurant, black, white, Hispanic, old, young. Then I walked to the parking garage, ran to 3 groups of people, and black, white, and Hispanic. Every group said, we love you, we're sorry.
They all shed it.
You should think you were bad. So what that shows me is in the most leftist areas, they're even converting, and there is a real global awakening. There is a great awakening happening as the counter to the Great Reset.
What's really funny is you can't find evidence of this anywhere. Like, think for a second what it would mean if all of a sudden the entirety of liberal, progressive, woke Austin, Texas was so overcome with the undeniable truth of the things Alex Jones has been saying that they now go up to him and say, you've converted me. We were wrong. In fact, think about what Alex Jones wants you to believe. Before, he needed security in liberal areas, because people would come up to him and I guess threaten him or maybe accost him or, you know, whatever. Now, the progressive left has become so overcome and enamored with Alex Jones for telling the truth about the evil government that he no longer needs security. The liberals who used to pose a physical threat to him, requiring him to have security, now they come up and say, you were right about everything. Does anyone believe these stories? Does anyone believe these stories? I certainly don't. If you do, then please leave a comment, send an email. I want to hear from you. I often have a much longer list of nonfiction books that I'd like to read than I actually have the time for, and that's when summaries of books can be really useful. Our sponsor, Shortform, is the platform that goes way beyond what other book summary platforms do, because Shortform provides a clear and concise overview of the book that you can read or listen to in one sitting, but you also get a ton of other crucial context about how the book fits into the broader topic. Like, for example, I went through the short form guide for An American Sickness. It's a book by Elizabeth Rosenthal about the financial incentives that plague the U.S. healthcare system, many of which we've talked about. Short form perfectly sums up the book's key points, but then it goes further. It looks at the background on how Rosenthal's perspective fits into the larger debate on American healthcare. And this just gives you a more complete and balanced understanding of the book. And that's what I love about short form. Short form has every nonfiction genre imaginable, and they publish new book guides every single week. My audience can try short form totally free and get 25% off a subscription if you'd like at shortform.com/Pacman. The link is down below.